badass the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, January 4th. I think not only is this our first show of 2026, I think this is might be our biggest show yet, Landon.
Okay.
You have some news to share. This is
Yes, I am a father of one.
officially. You have kind of been for a while, but officially.
Yes. Yeah, he's here. Wife's been doing great. He's been doing great. So his name is Ace Jennings. So he is
Love that.
officially committed to the University of Tennessee.
I was going to mention you've already ruined his life. You've played Rocky Top for him.
Yeah.
You've had him in orange and white.
If it happened to me, it had to happen to him, right?
I think we've said on this show so many times, like, we hate our fathers for what they have subjected us to.
Yeah.
Like, that's a
And I want
qualm we
the
have with them.
I want the same for my child. I want him to hate
That's
me
great.
for what I did to him.
I can't wait for 25, 30 years from now for him to be on a podcast complaining about you.
Yeah.
Full circle.
That'll be fine. I can't wait to listen and text him after and be like, respect.
That's exciting, though. Mom and baby are doing great, correct?
Yep. He's
That's
eating.
awesome.
So I knew as soon as he came out that with his feet size, like, yep, that's definitely
He's got skis too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some hooves to him. So yeah.
Good. What about hand? What are we looking at hand size? Already bigger than Dylan's?
His hands are pretty big, yeah. Which sucks for him. He's gonna have big feet and big hands and no height to show for it. So
It's all right. Maybe he'll break the mold. Maybe he'll top
maybe
you at least.
Hopefully. But yeah, if it's his mom's short, I'm not very tall, and it is what it is. Sorry.
We'll hope. There's still plenty of time.
Yeah.
Plenty
I
of time
don't
for
think
development.
NBA basketball player is going to be in his future.
He can dream for at least like a period.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's going to be playing AAU and just being like, "I got it," and
Then one day he'll look around and be the shortest on the court, and
sure.
realization will set in, and it's all right. Yeah, you got to dream big at some point.
Yep.
It's very exciting, though. Yeah, we officially. I can't wait for his first appearance on the podcast. That'll be a
Yeah,
time.
if he wasn't out like a liar right now, I'd probably have Raven bring him in here. But we're gonna let him sleep.
No, we're not going to interrupt sleep. We're not.
No,
we're not
we're
doing
gonna
that.
let that man sleep as much as he wants to. So
Love that.
yeah, we've been getting sleep, so that's been good. That's better than I expected. So we're blessed.
Like the first week, you're like, yeah, this is easy. What's everybody complaining about, right?
Yeah, and then I heard it's terror after that, but we're gonna try to get him in a routine early. And
It's easy. I know parents have probably been telling you that, but I'll just tell you it's easy. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate that.
You're just dreading it. No, dude, it's great.
Yeah.
It's true.
Jeez, Trey. Yeah, he's been great. So he looks good in orange. So that's something. And it's been cool to kind of, you don't realize how much you don't know until a baby gets here and you're like, I don't know what this means. So I've literally stayed up a lot of nights just Googling different stuff about babies. So I've learned a
Right.
lot. So, and that's been fun. I forgot how much fun learning is because I've been in school for so long, but it passes the time. So
Sure. Yeah, no, it's just remember that like I've seen a lot of like I've been on the outside of like of it, but close to it, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I see a lot of people freak out like in the moment, and I'm like, hey, listen, your parents made it without Google, so like it'll be all right.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like we're so like cautious, but I'm like, I've seen some of the people at Walmart with kids. I'm like, they got to be okay, right?
Yeah, you'll like they'll survive at the
Yeah.
bare minimum.
Yeah.
They'll be here tomorrow.
He's gonna be okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's a way to look at it for sure.
Mm-hmm. It could be
Depends on-
worse. Yeah, it could be worse.
I love it. Everyone, give a big congrats for Miss Raven, because that's Mr. Raven, if you didn't know. That's awesome. We're very excited.
A lot of people were saying that he looks like her, which is a big win too.
It's one of the cutest babies I've ever seen. I wasn't going to tell you that because I don't want your head to get big. But when I saw you all the next time, I was going to legitimately one of the cutest babies ever. I haven't really looked at it to see who it looks the most like. So yeah, we'll definitely go with Raven.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't grow too big, but very cute baby. If you haven't, I think Lana posted a video on Twitter. You haven't seen it yet. So
Yeah. I posted a few pictures as well, but yeah, he is cute. I am biased, so but other people were saying that. So
I don't even like you, and I'm saying that. So
true.
all right. Well,
But yeah, since he's been born, man, it's been a rough time.
I didn't even consider that. Yeah. You really brought him into it. I mean, he'd been around for a couple hours and he got to see the
it's a great thing he is sleeping so much. He'd probably be miserable too.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, he was just a couple hours in when the Music City Bowl hit.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, that was the next day. That was the next day, right?
Yeah, so he was born at 11 p.m. So yeah, it was the next day. So that wasn't fun at all. But
Have you all talked about how you're doing Christmas yet? Sorry, I hate to. We don't have to talk about Tennessee at all.
no, not really. No, that's one thing I'm just kind of like, we'll wait till it.
Yeah, till it matters.
That's like Raven's big on. Oh yeah, he's not playing football. I'm like, I'm gonna say okay for now because in like 10 years, like I'll let y'all have that argument.
For most parents, I'd be like, just wait till he asks. Like you're gonna say yes. I don't know about her.
Yeah,
she's pretty strong headed.
Yeah, if a coach comes and knocks on her door with some brownies or something, you're gonna be like, he's not playing.
She might.
Yeah.
That might persuade her more to go with her guns. Stick with her guns.
Yeah, the coach's wife would have to come for. She's okay to tell like coach no. So
yeah, and she better not suck.
Maybe somebody's like jobs on the line. Like, look at my kids. Like, I need a win, please. Maybe you got to get some sympathy out of her to maybe get a yes from that. But.
Oh man, yeah, it's been a rough week. Other than that exciting news, I did mention. I mean, me and Landon talked about it before I got on here. I went to Dollywood yesterday afternoon, which I didn't want. I'll be honest. I've been to Dollywood so much in my life. Me and my brother independently estimated we probably went before the age of 10, like 45 plus times.
Jeez.
Just because like we had family that worked up there. Like, we were always up there. So I'm kind of like out on it. And I don't like roller coasters. Especially, I found out at this age, I don't like any rides. Just makes my head hurt. I've talked about how I'm watching Modern Family. Have you watched it?
I haven't I've seen episodes. Obviously, I know the storyline.
Yeah, there's an episode where they go to Disney and Phil Dunphy finds out he's too old for roller coasters, and that's kind of me. I'm like, yeah, this isn't my game, and I'm like, yeah, I'm built for comfort, not speed. Like, that's for sure where I'm at in my life.
You're a Blazing Fury type guy.
Not even. I mean, I'll ride it if I have to, but like, I can just sit. I ate a red velvet funnel cake last night. Delicious. Pizza. Delicious.
You are getting old when you look forward to going to Dollywood for the food.
I was trying to get the show schedule. Nobody else wanted the show schedule.
Yeah, that's like when I was growing up, my parents were like, let's go watch a show. I'm like, watch a show? Yeah. Are you serious?
Right. Now I'm like, Smoky Mountain String Band, count me in.
Yeah.
I did win some carnival games, no big deal. And all that happened while Rick Barnes' Tennessee team was imploding, and I didn't have a care in the world, Landon. Just
Did you go?
Yeah, it ended up being a great afternoon. But I was like, I don't want to get up in all that cerebral traffic. No, I didn't want. What I didn't want to do is sit and watch TV. Did not want to watch that game.
Yeah. Well, you were a lucky man because that was brutal.
Well, I have your Twitter notifications turned on, and I kept seeing you tweet, and so I just didn't even check the score.
You knew.
I was like, I'm good.
I know exactly the score is based off his tweets.
Yep. I was like, yeah, pass. And then I mean, we did end up pulling it close, like within 8.
Well, it was close, kind of the whole game, and Tennessee took a bit like a 7-point lead.
That's what it was. 7. It was 50. When was it? See, this is how much I watched. It was just nothing. And then I went. So what I did is I went back on Twitter later and tried to find out where everything went wrong. The problem is it was so negative, which is fine. I'm not mad about it, but it was so negative that it was impossible to find out when it went wrong.
Yeah, it went wrong in a hurry. And all she wrote.
Yeah. You want to flip back to the bowl game and talk about that fun stuff?
Sure. No, I mean, not really, but yeah, we can. Yeah, let's talk about it. We've been about this since 2021. We hate the Music City Bowl. The Music City Bowl sucks. And looking back on it, I wish we'd have taken the Notre Dame route and been like, no, we don't want to play in a bowl game because at the end of the day, it's pointless. But man, it sucks to lose again.
Which it's so much easier to say it's meaningless when you don't just suck.
Yeah.
Like it feels so I refuse to call this bowl meaningless now because of how much we sucked in it. I don't think we get that excuse as Tennessee fans because we just got our teeth kicked in by Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just especially that last drive, you knew it was over. When they got the ball back with, what was that, 6 minutes? I mean, it was not a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, I felt terrible after the first quarter because Illinois had scored 55 points all season long in the first quarter. They scored 7, but Tennessee usually is a fast start team. They only scored 7. So I didn't feel good from then on. And it was the same team. I was hoping a month. There's just that little bit of hope that you have that
sure,
maybe this team is a little bit different with Tim Banks gone. Maybe the defense has a pulse, and for the most part, they weren't the worst they've been, which is not saying a lot, but
they were bad.
they couldn't get a stop when you needed them to. We have a turnover that flips the game on its head. You have a missed field goal. You have penalties that just come at the worst possible times. And then you play a defense that plays you exactly like every decent opponent is going to, and it feels like you don't have an answer for it.
You mentioned the penalties. The undisciplined nature of a Josh Heupel football team is beyond infuriating. And
3rd and 6. What else are they going to do on that last drive other than try to draw you off sides? And 4 guys jump across the line, Caleb.
It's mind-boggling, and I know there's a lot of excitement, and with the defensive changes, I think they've assembled what looks to be a solid staff.
Sure.
They're already hitting the portal in needed areas, but Josh Heupel will never win a game of significance with a team this as undisciplined as he's put on the field in his 5 years. He won't. It's not going to happen. And he's shown nothing that it's going to change, Landon, and it's infuriating. And I want to just be all in on him, but it's hard to be when you go and look at the Music City Bowl and you go and look at other games this year. And not only, like you said, are you one of the most penalized teams in football, you also do it at the worst times possible. You combine just the worst of the worst, and it's miraculous. It's miraculous how bad they are at it. Until Josh Heupel commits to being a disciplined football team. And what the most infuriating thing about me saying that right now is you have a team in Indiana who was in a much worse spot than Tennessee was in regards to a football program 2 years ago when Kurt Cignetti comes in. And not only are they playing some of the best football, they're also the most disciplined team. They do what they need to do. They don't commit penalties at a high rate. It just sucks. It's awful. It's miserable. And I don't think and you have a tougher schedule next year. So this Music City Bowl just really tied the knot on the year, got me prepped for next, really pushed me into the new year on a high note. Yeah. I'm ready to just burn it all down, man. I'm ready to not watch Tennessee sports anymore. In fact, I hope we're good next year, Landon, so my tickets sell for a high price.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you got to go through 8 months of just like this feeling of just being a loser. That's how I feel right now. I feel like a loser, and Tennessee goes into November 10 and like they could go 10-2, and they lose 3 after that.
Yeah,
3 games in the month of December. I mean, it was just. You may put a positive spin on it. Let's put a positive spin on it. Why not? I think the margins are kind of thin because, like, every game you could have won, but you found every way to lose. And that's the
most of them were done in undisciplined ways, and we're in year 5.
That's the
5.
Yep. But you miss a field goal, you lose by 2. Like that. And I mean, I know Max Gilbert transferred, and it's not just on him. I understand the whole like thing, like he's not clutch, and his percentage.
But they probably just scored a touchdown on the last drive instead of setting up for a field goal.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean that they weren't going to get a stop. So, you have the Georgia game. Obviously, like margins are thin. Oklahoma margins are thin. Alabama, you give up that pick 6 at halftime, like it was probably going to be a close game if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, you gave a fraudulent team a bailout, and they ran with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just let teams off the hook. And I think next year it probably only gets more difficult because of all the unknowns on, like, it's a totally new defense, staff, players, everything, brand new. That doesn't make me feel like it should be better, but it doesn't make me feel like great about it.
Right.
Quarterback, I don't feel great about it because you don't know. I mean, right now it looks like Sam Levitt's taking a visit to LSU. Kentucky's offering him a lot of money. Sorsby's headed probably to Texas Tech. Josh Hoover is going to Indiana. I mean, right now it's like Joey Aguilar or one of the 2 guys that's on the roster are your best bets, unless Ty Simpson. I know that rumor's out there. I got to see it, unless that magically happens and he's in the portal.
Which now we have Clay Travis, who's apparently getting his money in on it, who also has raised an Alabama fan. So do we trust him? No. I mean.
But Caleb, I do want to go back to the Music City Bowl because Tennessee was averaging, minus Joey Aguilar and, his sacks and whatever. If you just take Star Thomas, Deshaun Bishop, they average 5.7 yards per game. How in the hell do you average that and score 21 points in that football game? Run the ball. Why do we get so impatient with play calling that, like, hey, we run it? I mean, Star Thomas is gashing them. We take him out. We do score a touchdown on that, but I think we had to score on 4th down to get in. With Deshaun Bishop. I just feel like we get so impatient with play calling and overthink everything. Just run the ball. Obviously, we couldn't protect Joey Aguilar. Why are we trying to sit back and throw? Because they're taking everything away. They basically took our whole passing game out of the equation.
Well, I think Bielema mentioned it. Like, we're going to dare him to check it down, and we didn't check it down. We tried to run some screens, which just tells them we're not running any. We refuse to just throw it short, take chunk. And
it's not new. That's what's so mind-boggling with this whole thing is, like, everybody's playing you like that. And then when you do try to check it down to a running back, they can't catch.
Yeah.
So I would do the exact same thing. If you're scouting Tennessee this season, that's exactly. I'm not letting them throw it over the top. But I don't think there's anything wrong with and they had some decent yardage pickups and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, run the ball.
Run the damn ball. It's not right. I mean, I don't know. You had Deshaun Bishop who ran the ball well. You had Star Thomas who ran the ball well. That's mind-boggling.
As a team that like wants to get away from that mantra of being an air raid team, I mean, we get so
in crunch
uneasy
time,
running the
we're
football.
like, hey, we're an air raid team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that was a poorly coached football game. It was a poorly played football game. In fact, the touchdown that kept it close just happened out of sheer luck.
Yeah. That's another thing. Tennessee brings you right back with stuff like that, only to break your heart in the end.
And isn't Joakim Dotson supposed to be fast? Because, buddy, didn't look it.
I mean, he's a slaw guy, so I assume so.
Is it just the pads? The pads made him look slow.
Maybe him being 84, like that probably doesn't help a ton.
Yeah, that's true. Double-digit numbers are tough, especially in the 80s. They're tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for him. Happy we scored it.
Yeah, he was like, hello, let's muff a punt and run this thing back. Also, I want to be the first one to say it. Why wasn't he back there sooner?
Because he can't catch him.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's a good point. But I don't know. And I just keep looking back at these turns. That's a cheat code in football. It seems like anytime you drop one, everyone just abandons their lanes. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh, they want to get the ball. So everybody's cutting in.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we're on to something.
We got to run the fumble Ruski in kick formation.
But then you have the turnover, man. That just stuff like it can't happen. And it happened too much. And I love Joey. I really do, but it happened too much with him.
Yeah, it's hard to criticize him today. Tough as nails, I guess, but
yeah,
makes you feel a little bit worse.
You just got to hang on to it. Hang on to the ball. I mean, he took pressure all night long.
Yeah, our offensive line. What happened this year?
I mean, was Lance Hurd just out the door? It seemed like it on that play.
He was a door. Walked right through. No deadbolt.
No. Yeah,
I think it was his guy that forced the sack, wasn't it? On that play?
Yeah.
Then I guess he did get stepped on, but still.
Yeah, it was a misstep. He kind of slipped, got stepped on, and I don't know, stuff that just can't happen. Stuff that only happens to us.
Sure. It feels like it, for sure.
Yeah.
I just started playing my New York Times crossword during that game. I knew it was over well into the third quarter. I was like, yeah, all right. Anybody know a 5-letter word for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, luckily it was kind of, couldn't really have the volume up too much in the hospital, so it was kind of just closed captions. So if I looked away, I didn't have to actually know what was going on. So that was kind of nice. Yeah, and our pass rush wasn't there again. That was another thing about this team. It just disappeared this season for some reason. I mean, did Luke Allmeyer get touched?
It didn't feel like it.
It didn't feel like it. Brutal. And you gotta live with that until we play in August.
It sucks that we had to get on this show and talk about this, because the awesomeness that's been the college football playoff, the Ole Miss story, it made me forget about it. I just didn't care. And here we sit.
Yeah, I'm done with college football. I don't care anymore.
What? It's been awesome. I'm excited. I love it. I'm pumped for these semifinal games.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I don't care about Tennessee football.
Okay.
I'm selling my season tickets if anybody's interested.
Well, that's another thing that this thing keeps being brought up about the SEC's.
If there's 20,000 on the wait list, I should have no problem selling them, by the way. So one of those 20, hit me up. I'll sell them. You know what? I'll take a loss. I'll take a loss to get them out from under me.
There you
go. Let's prove, Danny, you got 20,000 waiting in the wings. I'm right here.
No shot.
No shot. I think I tweeted that. Tell those 20,000 they can have them.
Yeah, and
We
I
did.
mean, this is a big offseason for Josh Heupel. And I don't know if he knows it. He should. But man, with what's gone on the past 2 days in the portal, and like it probably turns out okay, whatever. But the way Indiana, they're still playing football games. And they
Yeah.
had 15 guys on campus today and landed like 3 or 4 of them.
I think it's interesting. You hear these teams like, Tony Vitello talked about it when they were in Omaha, and then you hear some football teams complain about the calendar in regards to recruiting, but it's like it's easier to recruit when you're in the playoff. What do you mean? You don't need this. You don't need what the other teams have got to do to go recruit. You have winning at your fingertips. So I think it is easier for those teams right now. But yeah, it's not less frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean he's got to figure it out, and he does make a big change with the defense. Obviously that staff, but hey, you got to go get some Jimmys and Joes as well. I mean, I think they've recruited good enough, but I mean, you have a ton of holes to fill in the portal, and especially on that defensive side. So everybody hands on deck, got to get to work, got to get guys on campus, because it seems like that first visit, they're trying to get people locked in, make people sign, and not letting them get off campus with a signature. So get them on campus early and make them sign it before they leave.
Yeah. A lot of work to do in the portal, especially defensively, which, I mean, I think bringing in a guy that's been several guys that I guess have been elsewhere should at least help get some. It's just hopefully it's the names you want and not settle for, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking at the defensive staff, I mean, obviously, like Jim Knowles was already set. But who he brought with him, doing a little bit of research, what are your kind of thoughts on it?
I think I'm a fan, I guess, of a lot of the moves. I mean, obviously, too, keeping Rodney Garner is ideal. I mean, I know we wanted that, and I think the majority of Tennessee fans would agree. Like that was the guy you had to keep. I like also that we have a safeties coach. It's not just the defense coordinator's job, which at the highest level of college football, that was a thing. Will always boggle my mind, and why that didn't change in the past is interesting. But then I think I'm blanking on his first name, Poindexter. I think that was expected. We saw that after, especially after the win over Clemson. A lot of talk ramped up there. But yeah, I think, time will tell. And what sucks is, like, you obviously hear it takes time for this defense to click. This program doesn't have time. They've had 5 years.
Yeah.
And your biggest win, it was an awesome win. Don't get me wrong, but your biggest win is in a regular season game.
At home.
I just don't understand. And I mean, yeah, going back into this staff. I mean, I don't know how big the Michael Hunter from Ohio State is. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously they've had good defenses, but I don't know how highly regarded he is. And did Ohio State fight to keep him? Like, I don't know that he did not go to Penn State with Jim Knowles. So again, I don't know what that is. You keep William Minge.
I do think it does, like, that hire, the Michael Hunter one, is interesting to me because, yeah, he didn't follow him to Penn State, but was able to go to Tennessee. Like, is that kind of shows me, like, what Jim Knowles probably thought of him at Ohio State, even though he didn't follow him to Penn State.
Right.
Kept tabs on him and was like, hey, I got this job, blah, blah, blah. Are you interested? And this is his first, like, I guess all these coaches are on the field, but his first, like, assistant position coach, being the head of a room. And when I look at, like, staff members, I want to see the fan base that they came from. I want to see them on social media being like, man, that sucks. that's brutal. I hate that we lost him. And I saw that with Anthony Poindexter and Michael Hunter. I mean, yeah, Auburn got Tim Banks. Was anybody from Tennessee's fan base like, oh man, I hate we lost him? Or Willie Martinez, which I think did a okay job sometimes.
No, I'm
here.
against him. Yeah, I'm against him.
But I don't think anybody was going on social media being like, oh man, I can't believe like he's gone. Like that hurts. Now, if Rodney Garner would have left, I feel like there'd be a lot of tweets like that. If William Inge left, I think there would be some, not as much as Rodney Garner, but he has recruited his ass off since he's been here. And I mean, he was. I'm not going to look at him like, oh, he was a defensive coordinator for that loss against Illinois, because again, that.
Yeah, I'm not holding that against him. I think too that was more than likely a Jim Knowles decided to keep him. Just because I can't imagine that was a. I think Rodney Garner was probably, we're keeping this guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like that, we're not gonna get along. He's too important recruiting. And I just don't see you going out and finding someone that's had the impact recruiting that Rodney Garner has. But I do think William Inge was probably someone that Jim Knowles decided, or at least mutually, they agreed to keep him, depending on how that. Maybe there was some negotiating there, but between Heupel and Knowles. But I mean, I'm pleased with the staff. Again, my biggest thing is you actually have someone coaching the secondary, the safeties outside of a DB coach, a corners coach. So,
yeah. And then you have Andrew Jackson, who is coaching the Leos. The cool thing about it is at every level in the defense, you have somebody that's been in this system.
Sure.
Whether that be defensive line. In Andrew Jackson, you have Michael Hunter, Anthony Poindexter in the secondary. Jim Knowles is the linebackers coach linebackers his entire career, basically. So he's going to be heavily involved with the linebackers. So I think that we heard it when we got this hire of Jim Knowles, is like, the system takes time. Yeah. I think having a guy that's been in this system, and then possibly if you get some transfers from Ohio State or Penn State, I think that only helps this football team kind of get up to speed with this system. I don't think it shouldn't take as long as people are saying.
Right. And then I think the biggest offseason hire is yet to be announced, and it'll be your strength and conditioning coach. Who do you go with?
Are you asking me?
Both, yeah. I mean, what do you think though? Because I don't have a clue. I don't know what direction they go. Anything tells me it's Josh Heupel promotes from within. I hope that is not the case, because it is whatever's happening within has obviously not been very successful. So who do you want, or who do you think?
I don't know. I've heard the name Corey Miller a ton. And maybe he was he played at UT, and I think he's at UCLA right now. So that's a name just kind of thrown out there. I don't really know anybody else that maybe there's more that has like a Heupel crossover. But that's the only kind of Tennessee tie I know off the top of my head is Corey Miller. So,
okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest change. I mean, I think that's like watching the college football playoff. I think you're seeing the elite of the elite strength and conditioning programs kind of rise to the top. Monty mentioned it here with where did I see that? Sorry, I thought Monty said something about Miami's strength and conditioning, or how they just seem to be all over Ohio State. You have Indiana's offensive line just kick Alabama's teeth in. I mean,
yeah,
own them. And I mean, I think that Ole Miss Georgia game was just a straight up dogfight. Yeah, there's a lot of athleticism involved, but also just dudes being monsters on both sides of the football.
And like just watching those games, like there's no like, what the hell was that?
Well, hold on. That now I'm blanking on it, but that fourth down. Well, first off, Kirby had that great fake punt call. Then he had the 4th down call where he was, what is he doing?
I meant from like missing tackles or
Okay.
fumbling into your own end zone, like stuff like
Okay.
that.
Sure.
Kirby Smart, good God, he cost them that game.
Yeah.
He got too ahead of himself, too big headed, overthought it, and he should have just punted the damn football.
Yeah. To see him, I wish that game was at the Peach Bowl so he could have Justin Fields at the field he Justin Fields at.
Yeah. I just like that. It was so done. He's a defensive coach. Do you not trust your defense?
I wouldn't. Have you seen him?
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Also,
When did that come?
How the hell, going back to what Trey was talking about, Ole Miss, how in the hell does they backdoor cover into Trinidad Chambliss? How in the hell? They already have their starter in Austin Simmons, and they get this kid from Ferris State, and he's all world and probably going to get another year.
I mean, that's just luck of the draw, no? Like, we kind of backdoored our way. Obviously, he's not at the same level, but like we backdoored our way into Joey, and it was probably better than what would have been.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
I guess we
levels
backdoored
for
into
sure.
Hendon Hooker, too.
We did, yeah, in a way, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like all those guys, like Joey came here to start. I don't think Trinidad Chambliss really came in.
He didn't.
And he was going to start, and there he goes. Somebody, I think Trey was telling me that an assistant coach saw his highlights on Twitter.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
Here we are.
You got to love it.
Here we are.
I also love like the complete kicker meltdown, like Ohio State losing their minds over their kicker. Then they have to watch the Ole Miss kicker just dong punch it the next night.
Yeah. And then you have, I mean, Oklahoma's kicker. Good God, I would. He's a guy that deserves the $4 million. Not any of these quarterbacks in the portal. That guy is worth some NIL money.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get him. We're in the market for a kicker.
We are. I think he's out of eligibility, but it'd be fun to try.
Well, I mean, Bobby is trying to get more, so maybe he can too.
So I don't think Pavia is trying to get more. I think his lawsuit's still just going on.
Okay, so he's like, okay, I'm
because it was about the 5th year that he got with the injunction, but that was just an injunction; it hadn't been ruled on.
Okay,
and now 26 others, including Joey, has Joey Aguilar. 26 others as well have joined the lawsuit, trying to get a 5th year.
This Valdinator guy, he says, I think you are seeing the older rosters prevailing too. It's not just strength and conditioning. 100%.
There are some older teams, but that's not all it is.
Yeah, like I think you have to have a good mix of young talent. You got to develop it. But what Indiana has done, and is that the perfect blueprint? Probably not. It probably doesn't work for everybody.
No, it's Kurt Signetti, like being true to himself and just going with what he has.
Yeah. Yeah, Kurt Signetti reminds me of a lot of Tony Vitello.
To a degree, yeah. Different way of doing it, but in terms of how he is and who he is, yeah, for sure.
It's not so much I want more, I need more to compete. It's like, I got these guys. I'm going to compete my ass off.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of like we're doing it not in like the stubborn my way or the highway, but like we're doing it my way. Like we're just going to go out and do it.
Yeah, but now they got the fans on board. They got that athletic department on board. I mean, that's going to be a good program.
Also, the offensive line and really the center winning the Rose Bowl MVP is just so number one. It's so Big Ten. It hurts. It's so Big Ten.
That's
but
an Iowa award for sure.
Yeah, it's so electric. I mean, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can you not be emotional about football when you see that happen? Also, if you didn't think that Rose Bowl was awesome, kick rocks. Watching Alabama get their teeth kicked in for 4 quarters is just spectacular football. And after all that, I didn't see it much because I don't give a shit what an Alabama fan says, but all last year when we got our teeth kicked in for 4 quarters, they talked endless shit. Oh, you didn't belong. You did blah, 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 blah. When you don't play a limp Oklahoma team that you already lost to, by the way, when you don't play a limp Oklahoma team, There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Monty said Miami's D line is scary. I want people to fear our defensive line again.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It's
I mean,
it's
I
pretty
want
spectacular, that
relentlessness,
change.
and there was no. I don't know. I remember myself saying like, "Man, this defensive line, they were good." I don't remember me saying like, "This defensive line's relentless in their pursuit." Like, I did not see that at all. Especially toward the end of the season, I was like, I mean, if they don't win the first move,
Yep.
I'm out of the play. Good luck, everybody else. Hope you win.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, the college football playoff, those defensive lines, they go and go and go. I mean, Ole Miss's defensive line isn't one that you're just like, man, that's a really good group. But man, they played their ass off against Georgia. So that's what I'm hoping for. Let's talk about the portal a little bit. Switching gears here. Before we do that, guys, go check out our good friends at Hovey Dry Goods. HoveyDryGoods.com. Use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase. Again, promo code MORE, 15% off that first purchase. Check out those hats. Caleb's got one. I also got one custom made, the Moore hat. He's got a Chattanooga Football Club.
That's right. Nailed it.
Also, there's, I mean, whatever team you want, I guess.
There's a lot of teams on there now. It's awesome.
Yeah.
UTC.
Yeah.
I also have my ETSU hat right here.
Yep. Go Bucks.
Corduroy, by the way. Yeah.
Mhm.
Go Bucks. Yeah, there's a ton of teams on there now.
Yep. So go check them out and use that promo code, please.
Do it. Do it now.
Portal. Got some losses on here. The first question I have with all the losses, are there any that's a big deal in your opinion?
Portal losses. Max Gilbert. No, I'm just let's get people riled up. Monty did mention.
Did anybody
watch him.
think he would be back after the season?
I didn't know. I didn't know. I had no clue.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, it made when he hit it. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But
yeah, I mean, he's probably taking a beating on social media. So
yeah.
He signed with Arkansas. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's what Monty mentioned. Watch him kick the game-winning field goal. Yes, that'll probably certainly happen. I didn't love losing Lance Hurd, but at least we get to get David Sanders over to the left side of the football where he wants to play. So
yeah, I think that was probably going to be an issue that probably just it's probably better off this way. I mean, better than like overpaying for Lance Hurd again, and then he plays right tackle and hates it, and like then it's an issue. He's a problem, and you end up playing somebody else that instead of Lance Hurd. I don't know. Maybe I just feel like that's probably the way it ends up happening. Apparently, he wanted $3 million. Hey, buddy, I don't know if you saw that play in the Music City Bowl, but hell no.
Right. Go get it from somewhere else, I guess, if you can. So
yeah. Ricky Gibson, I mean, I
don't love losing him.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. But
you're going to have to fight for him every single year. Even when he doesn't play, he still wants to go into the portal and get more money. And I don't even know if it's money. I think Ernest Thomas, who coached the corners last year, he is gone on, was not, retained with Jim Knowles taking over. So I think his coach left, and I don't know. I don't know who his buddies were or anything like that, but didn't play this year. Probably wanted just a new, fresh look. Tim Banks is gone, so maybe he ends up at Auburn. He is from Alabama, so that probably makes some sense. But yeah, that just sucks because you lose Colton Hood. You do have Ty Redmond. You just thought you were set probably at corner with Ricky Gibson, and now you are not. So just another guy you got to get out of the portal. That time's ticking.
Yeah, I mean, Valdinator mentioned feels like a lot of the seriousness in the portal and coaching changes could be a year too late. What do you think about that? Feels like there are so many glaring holes. I agree. I think, but I agree with that take. But so much of today in college football is year to year that I think a lot of that it's not impossible to address. But I also agree that this should have taken place last year. I don't know if you get Jim Knowles, which is that is it gonna be better off with Jim Knowles? So like there's a lot of things to factor in there. So I don't know if it's 100% right, but I agree with that. Probably a year too late.
Yeah, and as we were losing to Illinois, I did have something that popped in my mind, and I didn't tweet this because, like, I don't know, but it came to my mind, so it's probably not a good sign that, like, was 2022 just a fluke?
Yeah. Oh, well, not a fluke, but it was just like everything kind of coming to a head at the right time. Like the Hendon Hooker, you had Jalen Wright, you had Dylan Sampson on that team. I know he didn't play a ton, but you had Dylan Sampson on that team. The wide receivers you had, like it just kind of all came together at the right time. You had some good players on defense. Joey, plug your ears. You had Jeremy Banks there. You had Aaron Beasley. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of all came together at the right time.
It's just like you won all these, like, all those games, all the close games. Like, you won those that you had to do. Obviously, you fell short with South Carolina, but it just felt like you were on a high, and we're constantly chasing this high of 2022 and where we were at before that South Carolina loss, and it just feels like we're not that close.
Yeah.
Especially the end of this season. So, again, I think that is, if you see the same thing in 2026, I think for sure that was just a fluke. This probably isn't going to work. Again, this is a huge offseason for Josh Heupel. And again, he probably doesn't make that change, that defensive coordinator, if he doesn't know that.
Right.
But he is aware. I just think, hey, man, like, portal stuff's going on. I don't know if you see that. I know you got one commit, but hey, we have a ton of holes. I mean, we just talked about you're going to have a corner or two. You're going to have a ton of defensive tackles, ton of probably an edge rusher because you lose Caleb Herring. You probably need as many safeties as you can probably find. Need a running back. Probably need a quarterback at some capacity. I don't know what that looks like. But yeah, there's a ton of holes. You need a tackle, obviously, because Bennett Warren and Jesse Perry probably slides over to right tackle like he was, and he probably played better at that position. I feel like even though they want him to play guard the entire season, which whatever. He moves there, fine. But you need some depth, and you just don't really have a lot of that. So I think losing Bennett Warren was tough. He signed with Minnesota, I think, today. But I mean, he wanted to play, so I don't blame him for that.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, tons of guys in the portal that you needed, or tons of positions in the portal that you needed to address. You do in one with safety, Quay Moss out of Kansas State. He had 41 tackles this season, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, and a sack. Played a lot of nickel at Kansas State, so probably is pretty versatile and can play multiple positions in that secondary. So I think that's a good get. He is on the smaller size, 5'10", 185, but Jalen McMurray is pretty small too and had an okay year. So I think that's a big get. Obviously, a veteran player that started at a Power 4 level. So
right.
It's a good start, but need to continue to see the dominoes kind of fall into place.
I mean, that's a big fact. It's just kind of getting the time. I mean, I think, well, I mean, really all the teams that are left right now seem to kind of be right place, right time. Like they just pieced it all together.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of transfer portal work left in the college football playoff.
Yeah. And like, I'm not saying you have to land like the huge names in the portal, like the Cam Coleman. Like, you don't need guys like that, but you do need a Jermod McCoy, a Colton Hood, guys that can help you immediately. Yeah, like, they're not $2 million defensive backs you're getting out of the portal, but you want to. I mean, those are great evaluations. A lot of people want to hammer Tennessee on not being able to evaluate some positions, but the portal has been pretty good to Tennessee. I just think it's amplified this year with so many holes on that defense.
Right.
And you got one to start. Like, I mean, A long ways to go. So I'll wait and see before I have a ton of criticism, but there's a long ways to go.
Sure.
So Tennessee did have some targets that were supposed to visit. Obviously didn't make it. Tawfik Byard, the safety from Colorado, committed to A&M, and then you had Keaton Thomas, Baylor linebacker, commit to Ole Miss today. So it looks like Chaz Coleman is going to visit Tennessee tomorrow, the edge rusher from Penn State. Obviously, he's familiar with the staff. It looked like LSU was trying to get him signed before he left campus. I don't think that was the case. It looks like he's going to visit. So that's big news. You got to find a way to – we got to turn around, not let him leave campus without him signing with us.
Right.
And then tons of other, defensive linemen. I don't know if they have a running back scheduled to visit, but they probably need to ASAP. And then the interesting thing is, what do they do at quarterback? Are you just going to have something fall into place maybe, or?
It seems like that's what they're hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
With no names being tied, you're just waiting on a ruling. I don't know.
Yeah, do they feel confident in that? I don't. If I'm waiting on the NCAA for anything, I'm not feeling confident about it.
It doesn't make much sense, you're right. But I don't – it doesn't seem to be much else that they're working on.
Unless they do have a hunch about Ty Simpson, which it was a crazy rumor, and then it was reported that he's looking around at his options. And I'm like,
but then there's a rumor flying that, Ty Simpson's dad hates Josh Heupel.
Yeah.
Which, if he does, why get wrecked? I don't know. As much like whether you agree that Josh Heupel's a good coach at Tennessee or not, whatever. Why does the coach at UT Martin have beef with Josh Heupel?
Yeah,
was it that 2022 game where he let. Wasn't that UT Martin?
I think it was more of like how the recruiting happened, right? Josh Heupel takes over and then
came in so late.
You're right. And I don't know if was there something said about Josh Heupel, or did Josh Heupel did he kind of throw a fit about Ty Simpson committed to Alabama? I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. I don't know what I believe.
Right. Yeah,
I don't believe this story about him potentially going to the portal. I think if we're waiting for this great story to happen and something miraculously to fall into place for Tennessee, I think we haven't watched Tennessee sports long enough.
Right.
It would be a great story. I got to see it to believe it.
Oh.
Do have another question that I got asked earlier this week. Are you concerned with Tennessee's NIL?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not high alert levels, but I think it's something we should all be monitoring. Are we doing NIL effectively? Whatever that is, because I don't really understand NIL. So, sure. And now if you do, you're probably full of shit. So, yeah, I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, I don't know if I think it's one of those things. Are you overthinking it? Are you looking at all the times you've been burnt, which is a couple?
Sure.
With Nico and obviously Ricky Gibson just cashed a paycheck and then hit the door. Didn't play, but 19 snaps this season. Who's another one that I thought I had another one? I hate to do this, but Nate Ament. Your return on investment right now is not $4 million worth.
There's a lot of questions. Right. Which hopefully a lot of that money was Reebok.
But then you also have to just figure out hey, look at all the times we won with NIL. Jermon McCoy.
Right.
Dalton Connect. Chaz Lanier. Those got done. and it worked out for Tennessee. Mike Matthews looks like a good return on investment. I mean, Boo Carter wasn't, but Mike Matthews looks like it was pretty good for him to do that. I don't know. I don't like. I think there's money. I just think like Tennessee needs to be better at spending it, probably.
Right.
I don't know if it's a whole Moneyball algorithm thing that we got going on, but there's no way Indiana has more NIL money than Tennessee.
You would think.
But they're somehow getting all these transfers, and transfers aren't cheap. Transfers are way more expensive than high school recruits.
Right.
But they also aren't really worried about recruiting for high school.
Sure.
Because their model is like, let's get the oldest team possible. Let's get a bunch of 24-year-olds beating on 18-year-olds.
Yeah. Is what Monty said just true? Is that true?
He's the number one safety. He's probably up there.
I mean, I figured he'd be listed high. But also, I mean, he's been injured all year. How do you properly evaluate him?
That's a good point, yeah. Let's see what he is.
Yeah, look that up. I'm curious. I mean, he's really good, and he's going to probably excel wherever he goes.
I have him as the number 3 on 247.
So it's probably, if he wasn't injured, he would have been number 1. That's probably what it was.
Sure.
Got to attach that caveat in.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Lance Hurd's probably going to be a good tackle out of the portal for somebody who's got a ton of experience and played pretty well this season. It just sucks because Tennessee had to be like, hey, man, you're not worth that money, and you're going to play right tackle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm concerned, but not really about the amount of money, I don't think.
That's fair. That
I think we need more of
we're
the
not
Miami
properly
stuff.
allocating it.
Yeah, I think we need to do more of the Miami stuff. We're just like highest player in college football. We just signed him, Carson Beck. No, but
Turns out to be worth it.
Yeah, they're still playing.
Yeah. Listen. I'm not even. I guess I'll be a Tennessee fan because, again, going back to earlier in the episode, a little callback. My dad subjected me to just a life of misery. At least he got to see a national championship. I guess I got to see it. Remember a national championship. I think I'm just going to also be a Curt Cignetti fan, not an Indiana fan. I'm just following Curt Cignetti around.
Well, he's going to be at Indiana for a long time.
You think, right? You probably, but maybe he's secretly a Lane Kiffin type. And he doesn't. Have I given you my Lane Kiffin take? My full take?
That him and Kim Mulkey are having an affair?
No, she's far too old for him. Like 50 years too old. No, I just don't think he's a competitor. I don't think he wants to win. Yeah. No competitive bone in his body.
I like that.
He
does run from a challenge.
As the youth would say, he's a beta. Look at him. He's doing hot yoga. He could be playing for a national championship still. He chooses to do hot yoga.
And shaves his legs.
And a lot of people are like, oh, he's doing hot yoga with hot girls. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Some of us like to win football games. You don't see Curt Cignetti doing hot yoga.
I mean, he's getting a ton of credit for this Ole Miss team. I mean, they're playing pretty well without him.
I also love how, like, pretty much every time they interview a player, they're like, yeah, F. Lane Kiffin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then he's taken some of the assistants, like, this week. So he's kind of just holding this job over a lot of the assistants. I'm like, you did not care a bit about Ole Miss. You couldn't wait to cash that check in Baton Rouge, and now you're like, oh, crap, it's not about me anymore. It's about this Ole Miss team, so I got to do something to take them off their
It's going to be really awesome if Ole Miss wins a national championship, and then LSU never does, because then they'll end up paying a coach to win a national champion for one of their biggest rivals. That will be just, and it'll probably be LSU tax dollars or Louisiana tax dollars, because you got the governor in, probably working NIL.
Oh, yeah. Is taxes high in
Probably not.
Louisiana? I wouldn't think so. Insurance is
Couldn't
probably high.
Probably. You should know, can you get insurance on a double wide?
Yeah, you can.
Just kidding.
Absolutely, you can.
That was just shot at where we had to stay.
There's not a ton of them, but you can.
Like one company. It's a monopoly at this point.
Yeah.
And their name is Vanderbilt. If you need it, call Landon. All right. We've talked about Tennessee football for far too long. Let's stop, please.
Yeah. I will answer this question. Landon Allen said, did Hurd leave because Sanders wants to play left tackle and the staff would rather cater to Sanders over Hurd? I mean, that's probably part of it. I think in a perfect world, they wanted Lance Hurd to be okay with playing right tackle. He probably wasn't. His agent was asking for an astronomical amount of money, and Tennessee said, we're good.
Yeah.
And he left. And he's going to go somewhere, and unless it's Miami or Texas Tech, he's not getting $3 million. So, good luck to him. Whatever. All right, basketball. I don't know if this is any better.
It's not. I want to get through. I just want to get through it all.
Yeah.
Just be done. Be gone. Go ahead. I went to Dollywood. Shout out to Dolly Parton. I love Dolly Parton.
Oh, yeah. Now I got to talk about this shit show.
Tune the ears off, little ones. When you go, you know how you have to exit through the gift shop classic theme park? There's a big picture of Dolly and Buddy. Her tits are titting in it. And I mean, they are right in your face. So shout out Dolly Parton. All right. You go ahead. I just need to throw that in there.
Yeah. Just stop going to Arkansas.
Dude, I have a massive fly in my room right now.
Is that what you're looking up at? I thought
it's driving me nuts. I thought I killed it earlier. It's huge.
It's like a horse fly?
No, not that. It's just a big fly. He's eating good.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should just stop going to Arkansas.
I'm in with that. Yeah.
Baseball, football, basketball, it just sucks every single time. So, yeah, they didn't have an answer for Darius Acuff. Jacoby Gillespie didn't have a fantastic game. Only had one turnover, which was good, but didn't really press the issue too much. Only had 2 free throws. Like, he's a guy that basically goes to the rim every possession, like gets in the paint and then turns around and comes back. Hey, man, go up for the layup. But maybe he didn't, because Arkansas had 10 blocks in this game. And I think Rick Barnes mentioned it after the game. He was like, we didn't make layups. They did. We didn't make free throws. They did. We didn't win a basketball game. They did. I mean, it's kind of simple as that. Honestly, like, Tennessee missed 11 free throws. I mean, it was so embarrassing that Darius Acuff stood at the podium after the game and was like, oh, he had 11 free throws? Damn, he only made 5? Like, that's horrible.
Oh.
And, like, if you take that out, the free throws, Nathan Mint didn't have a bad game. There was times that he looked more physical because he got to the line and wasn't scared of contact. But, dude, you're 7 foot. You're eye level with the rim. Hit it. I mean, I think this is going to be the issue. Tennessee had a better field goal percentage, a better three-point percentage, but the free throws, man, abysmal.
Yeah,
52%. I can go out there and make 52%.
You shot better from the field than you did the line. No, you didn't. Sorry. Just shy of it.
At one point, you were 2 for 7 from 3-point. You were 2 of 8 from the free throw line.
I saw your tweet about the percentages. I didn't realize it was that stark.
That's horrible. Yeah, they just didn't have it. I mean, Tennessee's big advantage is dominating the paint, and they won the rebounding battle. They were basically playing with 4 guards. Jalen Carey didn't make them pay a ton. They kind of limited him. He didn't have that touch. I thought Estrella played pretty good, but isn't super physical down low, especially on defense. So he only played 10 minutes.
Right.
Amari Abram didn't. I mean, Ethan Berg, man, 5 minutes, 2 turnovers. He is horrible. I mean, maybe he's just, I don't know how he's playing. I mean, Rick Barnes has such a short leash with every other player. 5 minutes, 2 turnovers. And Tennessee's best freshman is Amari Evans, and I don't think that's up for debate. I mean, he was perfect. In
Okay, yeah, I like that.
16 points. He's physical. He gets to the rim. He was 1 for 2 free throws, which isn't, I mean, whatever. Just don't go to the free throw line. If you can't make free throws, don't go to the free throw line. But he had 3 steals, 3 rebounds. I mean, he's all over the place. And I think he's one of Tennessee's better players right now. I don't think you're not getting a ton of inside scoring from Felix or Dwayne Brown. Those guys got to be able to hit layups
Right.
somehow, some way. They're good at like getting the ball around the rim, but hey, you got to make a shot when you're down there. Again, Felix, you're 7 foot, man. You're right there. But yeah, I mean, Tennessee just wasn't good enough. And I think Ron Schumbert had a tweet today about Tennessee's just lulls in the second half of basketball games. It happened against Illinois, it happened against Kansas, and it happened against Arkansas, where Tennessee was up by a certain amount, and then the other team just goes on a huge run. So whatever that rotation is at that point in time, scratch it. And there's times where I'm just like, who is on the court right now? Like last night, it was Dwayne Brown, Felix, Amari Evans, Ethan Berg, and maybe Amari Abrams. And I'm like, who is scoring? I mean, there's just times like that. I think Tennessee does have some depth, but it's not great depth.
Do you see this being pieced together ever?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's such a big – it's so important to have Ament and Gillespie kind of carry this offense.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have a bad game, I think it's a wrap probably.
I know that's just, yeah. Nothing. He doesn't look like a freshman you can rely on right now.
No.
That's tough.
And like, again, he did what you were asking him to do, like be more aggressive. He was aggressive. He just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that like is having he has the ball so much in his hands. You got to have some touch, man. Make a free throw. And I don't know if it's just like on the road, like that was his first SEC game, but you've played big time opponents. Like you can't be rattled from an away basketball game at this point.
Right.
And if nerves are a big thing, I mean, it's only going to get worse in March when every basically possession could end your season.
Yeah, I said I have a ton of questions about this team coming in. I'm not willing to try to answer all those questions in one game. Unfortunately, basketball is a very long season. Hopefully it won't feel even longer. But there's still a lot to learn. And like you said, I mean, there's hope. You hit your free throws. Could be a different ball game.
They've been bad all year.
They've been up and down. Oh, the free throws have been bad all year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
so I don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I see that I'm like, that's a one-off that's going to be fixed because
sure.
And then they can't let these guards just go nuclear on them.
Right.
Happened at Houston. Their freshmen. I mean, Darius Acuff, they had no answer for him. Thomas, I think, was the other guard that they had that was pretty good. That was a freshman. He kind of lit them up. I don't know. Tennessee's got to be really good scoring in the paint because they're not a great 3-point shooting team. They're efficient.
Fair.
They're just not a high. They just don't shoot a ton of them because
Right.
they're not great. And there's not a ton of shooters on this team. So you have to be better inside. And that's knocking down free throws too. So I don't know if they need to do a coach jersey where before every game they go with their shirt and ties in the gym and hit free throws, chart them, whatever they got to do. But I don't know. Got to be fixed. You're not going to win close basketball games in March with shooting free throws like that.
Right.
All right. Yeah, done with that. Shit show. When do we play again? We play Texas at 9, I think. Is that our next game? Yeah, Texas at 9 o'clock on Tuesday. So that's going to be super fun.
I'm just not excited about any. I'll say any Tennessee sports. So sorry, baseball, but you're gonna have to start pretty hot to bring me back in. It's not your fault, but
yeah. I mean, they probably will because they're
which is fun. Yeah,
the first couple series aren't great. I know they're going to play. They play in Arizona. Where do they play at? I don't know. I haven't done a deep dive on their schedule yet, but yeah, they'll probably have a really good winning. But everything kind of starts in SEC play to see how good you really are. So you'll be all back in, guaranteed. We just hope they're able to keep you.
I like that you're guaranteeing me that. I appreciate it.
So we lose a midweek by a run.
Yeah.
To
Pick a team, pick a name.
Northern Kentucky, and then you're like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I told you. You're going to refer back to this and be like, I told you.
Yeah. Go ahead and just clip that for me. College football playoff.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like we asked this, like, who do you got winning? Because every time we
Indiana.
see, I think so.
Indiana.
Especially if somebody picks against them, they're going to win. And I mean,
you mentioned Oregon having the easiest path. I think it was Indiana had the easiest path. Oregon looked awful against Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Talk about like the difference between disciplined to undisciplined football. Holy crap. If they do that, what they did against Texas Tech, go ahead and book your trip to Miami, Indiana.
So
you will be there.
What about Ole Miss, Miami? Which one are you picking?
Oh.
And if Miami wins, they have a home game.
Trey, are you still in here? Answer this for me. I've watched a fair amount of Ole Miss games, not a bunch. Probably 3 now. Trinidad Chambliss hasn't looked that good or that athletic this year at all.
No.
Like he's had plays here or there, but not in a game.
Yeah.
If he plays like that, okay. But man, Miami just looks so much. But again, Ole Miss just looked like dudes at times against a team that we know are dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Ole Miss just because they're probably going to be able to outscore them. But man, Miami's just playing mean football as of late.
I just
to go up and outman A&M, outman Ohio State. I don't know. It'll be a good game.
Yeah.
I did tweet it out. Let me formally apologize on this show to Miami. I thought you were fraudulent. I thought Ohio State would beat you soundly. I apologize.
Well, it's all about Carson Beck. If he takes care of the football, that defense is
they're nasty. And let me just chef's kiss the Ohio State fans going, the SEC. I'm talking about you, Fat Ev. Oh, the SEC, they suck. They're awful. You got just dog stomped. I mean, just nose to curb. by a team that didn't even make the conference championship. So can we? I don't cheer for the SEC, Landon. I don't give a shit. I loved watching Alabama get just destroyed on national television. It would have been better under a California sunset. The fact that we played that game as early as we did is a crime against humanity. But I don't have any SEC pride. I don't care. You know what? The Big Ten was really good this year. That's fine. We got our teeth kicked in by a Big Ten team. Whatever. I loved watching Vandy lose. I don't care. But to see Ohio State and that fat pig, that fat slob who probably can't even see because his cheeks are so squished together, how are you evaluating a football team? Go, hey, Big Ten. And you just got your teeth kicked in by Miami. Shut up. He should be silenced forever. And he probably will be by his blood sugar soon enough.
Oh, my God.
That was off the rip. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Clip that.
No.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
Oh man. Yeah. But yeah, that was just this cherry on top to all this great football.
That's insane. Like, we're going to say all these other bowl games are meaningless. And then you have these national writers being like, oh, look at the SEC's record in bowl games. I thought that it was meaningless. So why are we bringing that up? Also, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I hope every SEC team lose besides
watching Vandy lose was awesome.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You think I'd cheer for them for a second just to be like, the SEC? No.
Yeah, and people are like, well, if they win, it makes us look better. We look like dog shit.
Yeah.
We look like literal white dog shit. So I don't care. Nothing makes us look better. Did you watch what Vanderbilt did to us in the second half? Nothing makes us look better.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. And that's a funny thing too, is all of these national writers, this stupid flaw, and these obscure Big Ten people who think they understand the SEC and they like understand fans because they see Twitter, go to any game in the South. We're all rooting against each other. Like every once in a while, you might show up at like a Texas A&M game, and the next week you're playing, or you might run into. It's better to just say like in the middle of the week you run into like an A&M fan, and you're playing Texas that week, and they're like, "We hope you win," or we might say that to a South Carolina fan that's playing Alabama. We're rooting for you this week. That's it. It's when you're playing our bitter rivals when we're cheering for another SEC team.
Yeah. And then look at Tennessee's schedule next season and look at Penn State's schedule. If you want to just compare conferences, I mean, there it is.
And again, I just have zero SEC pride. I don't care. I do not care.
No.
But it's hilarious, all these Big Ten people. The Big Ten.
Well, people ask, like, who would your second team be? I'm like, nobody.
I don't have a second team. Kirk Signetti, because I don't have a first team anymore because they left me and abandoned me, left me for dead.
My second team,
down a river.
Carolina Panthers that are playoff bound, baby.
Who asked you if you have a second team? Was it that Ohio State fan at work?
It was Big Ev, yeah.
So
Your
version?
Yeah. No, I don't remember who asked me that. I feel like somebody asked us that on this show one time.
Oh, well, they're an idiot. Sorry.
It's probably Joey.
Appreciate you for listening.
I'm just kidding.
He is from Big Ten country.
Huge Penn State guy. I mean,
he is a big Penn State fan.
He's so fired up.
That's his first team, actually.
Defensive staff. He's all in on the defense.
Oh, he's gonna be so mad he's not here to defend himself. I love it. But no, the entire Miami Ohio State game, I just tweeted at him.
Honestly, like these episodes where we're just miserable are probably some of our best episodes.
Probably.
When it's all like great, which isn't very often, but when it's all great, I think people are like, yeah, they're just too positive. But I don't know.
Here's my favorite Big Ev take the other day. Buckeyes defense is about to put on a clinic tonight. Matty P and Coach Downs have something special cooked up for Carson Beck. Like day back calling plays with extra time to prep. O-line holds up, and this is a route. Obviously big if I respect Miami's front four. Buckeyes by $1 billion.
Well, that didn't happen.
No, quite the opposite, actually. You got Ryan Day, just got his nipple piercing ripped out right in front of you. And now he's claiming he lost his offensive playbook the night before.
You have the best player in college football, and you scored 14 points.
A lot of them think the two best because they think Julian Sands was brought down to this earth by God himself.
No.
Built to throw a football.
If you watch any Ohio State game, your best player is number 4. It's not even close. The Heisman, that should go off that. How the hell is Julian Saying ahead of Jeremiah Smith?
That's fair. It was funny watching Jacoby Thomas get just torched by Jeremiah Smith at one point. It's like, you guys put him in one-on-one coverage? Did we watch tape last year?
Yeah, he's had a good year. That was.
But no, hey, shout out to him. He tweeted to Tennessee fans, got us back. I guess we're supposed to be happy about that.
Yeah, are we supposed
to
thank you for?
I was happy. Had nothing to do with the revenge. It was all based on that moron tweeting about the Big Ten and the SEC.
Also, not reallocating the right funds to people. Exhibit A, Jacoby Thomas.
Yeah, that was a swing and a miss from that staff.
Yeah.
Yikes. All right. Anything else for the college football playoff?
No, it's Indiana.
We don't need to talk about the Ole Miss game anymore. Right, Trey?
No.
We're good. We got it all bow tied on it.
Shout out James Pierce, 10.5 sacks this year. I think Byron Young has 12. He had one today. James Pierce Jr. had 2 to help put the Falcons out of the Saints. That means the Panthers are in the playoffs, baby. The 4 seed. Don't look at what our record is. We're the 4 seed.
You're all about expanding the playoffs.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think if you're a edge rusher, and maybe this, today, I know it was said that LSU is probably not going to get Chaz Coleman off their campus until he signs something. You look today across National Football League, and you see James Pierce Jr. and Byron Young. You're like, oh, where did they go to college? Tennessee. Who coached them? Rodney Garner. So come on. There's your recruiting pitch right there. That's it. Please. I'm begging you.
Yeah, please. That's that. You got to add that please on there.
Yeah. Did you see the picture of Chaz Coleman and Lane Kiffin in front of it was some kind of car. I don't know what it was.
Did Lane Kiffin finally put on purple and gold for the first time?
You know what? I think he had green shorts.
I still don't think he's worn purple or gold, dude. It's crazy.
And then at the basketball game, he wore a white V-neck.
Yeah, no, he didn't have any there. He had jeans and a gray hat on.
And you had Kim Mulkey just prancing him around.
That was crazy.
No, he did not have. He had green shorts and a gray T-shirt. It was a Bentley, is what it was. I think we've learned our lesson. Hey, do not take pictures with cars,
right,
in any recruiting picture ever. I think I think Josh Heupel's learned, let's not do that anymore. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
I think we got to all of our questions. Somebody asked, what does Tennessee do at tackle next season opposite of David Sanders? I think that's going to be Jesse Berry. Do you have a guy in the portal that you're like, I want that guy?
No, probably, but I probably have seen tweets and been like, get him. Landon, there are so many people in the portal, I can't keep up. This is insane.
Yeah.
I'm in the portal, in fact. I don't want to announce that.
Penn State linebacker Amari Campbell, that would be a big. Had 103 tackles, 3 sacks, forced fumble this season. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody else said, "Are you worried about the talent Tennessee has next season?" I mean, I guess because you need to address a lot of needs in the portal, but I do think there is like a lot of young talent on this roster. I mentioned earlier the margins were somewhat small. I think there is talent here. I think you need to fill some holes with guys that left, and you need guys that help you immediately and can help you get back to the college football playoff, because it was kind of there with the schedule. I think it only gets harder next year with our schedule.
Yeah.
And so you gotta figure it out. You got to be better in a lot of positions than you were this season, especially on defense.
Agreed.
I don't know if Monty, I don't know if that helped you a little bit. I do think there is talent on the roster. I do have another question for Josh Heupel. If Braylon Staley was so good this year, why didn't he play any last year when receiver was a big issue?
I mean, surely an injured Squirrel White was still better. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's it. He had to catch it with his chest because his arms didn't work. But yeah,
But he still jumped for it. Don't worry.
sure. Yeah, I don't know. I would, if I was in the media, which I'd probably never be invited back, but I would ask that question. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening. If you get a chance, go check out our good friends at roback.com. Use promo code More Important Issues for 20% off that first purchase. Again, 20% off that first purchase with promo code More Important Issues. Great year over there. Go check them out. And have a great week. Hopefully the Sunday scaries they're probably sitting in. But
Yeah.
hey, Monday's not going to be that bad.
Sure.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yep. Thanks again. We love you guys. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.